Time for me to get up here. Wow. This is crazy. All that stuff. This is insane. You're rich, kingdom? Not really. I wouldn't be doing this, that's for sure. Liar, liar. Yeah, so like Cruiser Mac and Scrap Farm, Bert Horton, Junior Scrapper, all talking about guns and weapons and violence and stuff like that. And my claim is, listen, and I'm somebody who had an immediate family member, my brother, viciously murdered by a thug using a gun. And I'm still not anti-gun. Okay? And it's not that I didn't care for my brother. I did. Do. Now deceased, but still. The way the American media makes it to be, it's the gun that's bad. But yeah, on TV, it's like every action show or drama show, guns are involved. Somehow, some way, people are being killed. And it does make people desensitized. What's with like every movie, every show, just about shows some format of our ultimate demise? You know, death, shooting, killing, cemeteries, age, something with our ultimate demise. I don't know how to explain it, like age, you know, or there'll be that's too deep for this format. But you're reminded constantly, I noticed, for a long time, when you watch a movie or TV or whatever, you're subliminally reminded that death is inevitable. We're going to die. I want to be entertained. I don't want to be reminded about. That's why I'm seeking entertainment. I don't want to be reminded of our ultimate fate. Is that like part of ancient Greek theater, like comedy and tragedy? Like tragedy being death? And comedy, let's make a joke of it. Because of the unbearable lightness of being, just the fact that we are conscious, that we know that we exist, and we're the only being that is consciously aware that we will, or our time is limited on this planet. A tree doesn't know that its time is limited to like about 40 years or so. A bear doesn't know that it's going to die. I mean, if it's being attacked or something like that, like any animal, it's going to fight to survive. So it has that going for it. But it doesn't know that just sitting there, ultimately, one day it will perish. I guess this thing says runs well. Needs front wheel repair. There's a coat hanger. It's one of those zero turn things, so when I was a kid, like when I was in like preschool and kindergarten, I used to play with a big sandbox, and I'd bring my own trucks and cars and stuff like that, and I'd use the ones there in school. And I would pretty much ignore all the other kids, which was, I guess, kind of a mistake. Shouldn't do that. But anyway, you end up with nobody to play with because you're too busy playing in your own world. But I would make my own junkyard. I always wanted my own 500 acres. Can you imagine? I'd have every acre filled with crap. I really would. That's because you're a hoarder. No, because deep down, I would love to corner the market. Nobody has ever been able to do that. Brand new toilet seat. Nobody's ever been able to corner the market with scrap. But I always dreamed that I could. Obviously, that's not going to happen. I don't got big connections to something. And even if you did, in the grand scheme of things, you're still nothing. It's one thing that can't be cornered is the scrap and garbage market. Because everybody has some. It would be like trying to corner the market on sex. You couldn't do it. I mean, if you think about it, people try. I mean, look at these YouTube. Let's take it into the abstract. Look at a lot of these YouTube channels about beauty tips, swimsuits, makeup. They're all super popular because people are always trying to corner the market on sex of any kind, beauty, porno, you name it, whatever it comes to something like that. People have been trying to corner that market. Mafia, gangsters, sex traffickers. Because nearly everybody is capable of it, just like nearly everybody is capable of producing garbage. And as a result, they're producing a bottom dollar commodity. which has some value, which is easily, well, fairly easily obtainable. Just look at me. If you put in enough work, you'll find some. But I could spend the rest of my life trying to corner a market, and for what? It's all just dust. And I'm trading my time, which is irreplaceable, for something that's just part of this earth and always was here. It's only mankind just changed its form to make it usable to us. But this stuff really can't even be considered pollution. If you think about it, think outside of the box. It's just rock and dust transformed into a different shape, usable by humans. It only stays in that form, that given form that we transformed it into, for a set amount of time. Definitely not forever, because the earth, the wind, the rain, fire will all destroy it anyway. And those are all forces of nature. And they're not really going to destroy it. They're just going to change its shape, change its form into a form, most often copper, that we humans probably couldn't really use. So my statement, my claim, is the stuff humans make into something else isn't really pollution. I mean, even light can be considered pollution, right? Well, even that goes away. The moment you shut off the light, it goes away in a sense, but it travels also for infinity in space. So it's a form of pollution. It goes away. It goes away from our reality and goes into somebody else's reality. But it doesn't stay in the other person's reality, wherever that is, either. It keeps on going. So is it really pollution? Or is it just nature constantly changing and evolving? Always moving along. Never staying the same. And that's why, one of the reasons why people are like, oh, global warming. Ah. Nonsense. It's all transitory. It's here today, gone tomorrow, in a different shape, in a different form. And the reason why we pick up the scrap metal is because the form that it's in has served its purpose. It's exhausted, it wore out. Friction, rubbing, etc. Age broke it down, turned it into something that was less usable And now it's going to be renewed again and made back into another usable form for humans. Or, if left alone, nature will say, hey, well, since you're not using that, humans, I'm going to take that back and put it back into the earth myself. So it's either we take it while it's here and make it into a usable form again, or allow Mother Nature to take its time, which it doesn't move in our time. It moves in its own, nature has a different clock. And it's not based on the very limited time frame that we know of, which is 100 years, okay? 75 years, whatever you're given to be on this planet. Nature might take 1,000,000 years, but nothing is permanent. Some things don't last very long at all. Like how old is this? A few years old? It's going to be recycled again and made into another usable form. Or, if left alone, Mother Nature will reclaim the entire thing. It's that simple. Do we really have to recycle? Because Mother Nature, I'm claiming, is the ultimate recycler.